Hello y'all, this is Guab, and I'm here once again to talk to you about Dominion 6. I have just recently started a Dominion 6 game, playing as Ulm, implementing my Enchanted Ulm strategy that I talked about so long ago. Lucid's Dominion 6 tournament is going to be starting pretty soon in January, so I thought it'd be a great opportunity for me to test my ideas and get back into the swing of things before the tournament starts. So, for those who don't remember or weren't around, the idea of Enchantment Ulm is that enchantment has been repeatedly buffed for Ulm due to the shifting of buffs like Weapons of Sharpness and the adding of, like the stun buff and other stuff to enchantment, as well as, easier for us anyway to cast archer buffs. Let me actually turn down the sound. It's kind of egregiously loud. Preferences. There we go. Alright, and then the nerfing of Alteration repeatedly through all the skins and everything else, that running down enchantment might actually be the best path for Ulm. We're going to run the Dormant Tiezes of War. We're going to run him Fire 6, Earth 6, Air 4. This enables us to get high air, which we would be unable to do otherwise. It also enables us to cast Earthblood Deepwell, and also the Fire Gem Gen, which names escapes me right now. Oh, Pillar of Fire. No, it's not Pillar of Fire. Oh, whatever. So, we're going to run up enchantment to enchantment 6. We're going to get 2 20 gem globals. We're going to turn that into, diversity through, hidden in sands and other stuff like that to get some, astral and other spells, but the biggest thing is we're going to use all these gems to turn us into a mid-game absolute powerhouse and hopefully end it before late game. This bless is also just a generally really good bless for our mages, and we have basically only sacred mages, so it's really good. And the Tiaz of War can be really dominant in our first war. He already has decent equipment. He can cloud trapeze, especially since we're going down enchantment. And he also enables us to cast different fatigue spells. And going down enchantment enables us to do small buffs for our troops, which is nice. Enables us to do fatigue plays, which can really enable us against Hell Blesses and other things that we normally can't deal with. And then also enables us to use archer spam versus elves or just other slower nations, because we can do far shot arrows, we can do flaming arrows, we can do enchantment of strength, we can do a lot of different really good stuff, and we can even buff poison arrows. So there's just a lot of really good things that we can get access to by going down enchantment. Now, let's go ahead and go over the game so far, our positions and ideas, because this is, I believe, turn 3, and we'll go ahead and hop in here, but we'll also kind of discuss our strategy. This is turn 4. All right. So basically, our main idea. Actually, let's look at the nations. Pretenders of the world. Sure. Yeah. So the main thought here for expansion is we want to expand as aggressively as possible. Before I knew that this was an indie fort, I really wanted this province, and our expansion provinces are actually a little bit rough with both the Long Dead Horsemen and the Ghouls and Soulless, and then this massive pack of Barbarians and this pack of Undead over here. But we're still going to be able to expand fine for the most part, and we really want to secure one of these 2 farms. Since there's not really an easy way to get access to this, but we still really want it. It'll just be one of our later things to get. For our first war, you always want your first war to be versus an easy opponent. And there's quite a few nations that are not really a threat. There's 4 nations that can go Hell Blesses, and so if they're going Hell Blesses, we don't want to deal with them. And that's Marvernia, Kalasa, Lanka, and Russ. And of those, I'm the most scared of Russ. I'm the most scared of Russ. Reed's deer hunting rifle. yeah, I don't, I guess, don't really know what they're doing. But, want to avoid someone who's really hard. Mostly, what we actually really want to do is we want to kill someone who's super easy for us to kill and is also a threat against us in the late game. So, that is Colossa, depending on how much of a Hellbless they took. They have a lot of Astral, so, they can be really good against our weak to magic troops. Okay, I was like, they should only have 7 magic resistance. They have an experience start. Wait, do they have actually 8 magic resistance? 7. Okay, it is because of the experience start. Good. Yeah, so, Colossa could be a good target. But realistically, what we're looking at is we're looking for Femoria, because they can scale really well into the late game with, Winds of Death, spam, bunch of other stuff. And they're really not much of a threat for us early on. We have good tools to deal with elves. We have good tools to deal with giants in our, double axe boys. And so we are not really concerned about Femoria at all. I don't actually know how the spawning algorithm works. We have a lot of water tiles here. So, like, if Femoria was to our north, it might actually be a little bit problematic to deal with them because they could sail and use these really effectively for movement. But it should be pretty fine. Another nation that we might want to attack early on is TNN. And the reason is I'm not actually really worried about TNN, and I'm not even really worried about them scaling. I just think that we have a good matchup into them. So, depending on how well they expanded, they could be a good target. And yeah, Lanka could also be a good target, depending on how much of a Hellbless that they went. But really, it does matter about expansion. Just the biggest one I don't want to deal with is Russ, is because I'm almost 100% sure he went a Hellbless, and he also doesn't scale that well. So it's like, let someone else deal with him. Expansion so far has gone fine. We can watch this battle. I like to, on Ulm, start with a mixture of Shield Maidens and Archers. And Shield Maidens work pretty well when expanding against Indies, just because they have shields, and basically all Indies have ranged units, so it really helps with survivability. And this combination also takes less resources than if you are just trying to spam Steel Maidens. Yeah, these are Shield Maidens. Yeah. And yeah, just pretty good expansion. I mean, that was pretty easy. Took some unnecessary losses, but only lost 4 Shield Maidens, so this army is still healthy. If you notice, I have a mage here. I used the mage that I was going to use site searching to take a reinforcement pack to this guy, just because he had taken a decent amount of losses round 1. And yeah, here's our queued up expansion. Once I have my resources fully filled out, I will swap over to Steel Maidens, but just because of like this, it's going to take a while. Also, the Archers are going to perform really well against the Barbarians, so there's no reason not to make them. In fact, I might actually want to... Let's swap a couple more of the Shield Maidens over to Archers, just specifically to help deal with Barbarians. Yeah, nothing too much to say. We really want to get access to these, and we also really want to get access to this, but this is kind of a later priority. So let's go ahead and end our turn and see how things are going. And hopefully the turn's gonna go by pretty quickly, because, well, it's super early game, so not really anything to do. The mods that we're playing with are Worthy Heroes, which adds a nice multi-hero to Ulm. I don't really play games without Worthy Heroes just because I think it's a fun thing to play with. We're playing with improved casting AI, and let's see. Yeah, improved casting AI. There's one more. It's just like the standard mod loaded. Oh, and thematic gem gens. Yeah. I guess let's talk about the nations, like the other interactions that are going on. So Atlantis and Theranos are fighting underwater. I think both of these nations are actually pretty good on land and actually want to avoid fighting an underwater war. Because, like, Relay really wants to fight underwater. Oceania can go on land. I guess let me think. Probably Oceania and Theranos can both get on land. Probably the best out of everyone. Yeah, if I was Theranos, I would not want to be fighting Atlantis underwater. If I was Atlantis, I'd probably be wanting to fight Theranos because of their dominion and everything else. So we'll see whether they agree to doing a hug box or whether they're fighting for death. Let's go ahead and watch this expansion. And let's see. Wolf Tribe. I mean, these guys are pretty brutal with the double knives. Thankfully, we're able to get into their back line and hopefully get these guys to retreat before the... Dude, my own archers are just eating at them. Let's... Oh, only 4 casualties. I actually thought it would be more. Okay, and no own casualties. The easiest way to check that is check how many people they killed, and then check how many deaths you had. And if it matches up, then you didn't have any own casualties. Alright, that's pretty good overall. And Shield Maidens performed pretty well combat-wise. Yeah. Man, see, yeah, they have no... I was hoping that I would be able to nab one of his provinces, or... I mean... actually... No, I'm not gonna throw away my throne army. But there's actually just no easy expansions, and so like this is just this army is kind of stuck. But since both these provinces are, oh heck yeah, okay, we can actually get back to our capital. That makes the expansion actually not as wasted as I was worried it was. So that is actually really, really nice. Sparse line formation. We're gonna actually bump these all the way to the back. Line formation. Hold attack. 140 barbs? Fuck me. Dude, what the fuck is going on? This is like, this is brutal. This is fucking brutal. I think I should just militias. So I actually created the map. Someone finally, I posted that there's indie forts. I made a mistake turning indie forts, like leaving the indie forts on, and someone just sent a screenshot after the turn rolled. And so someone just posted a picture. Actually, I'll go ahead and bring it over. Can I do that? Yeah, someone just posted a picture. It's like they're like question mark, question mark, question mark. Like, it's not entirely my fault, but I did mention it. Like they're kind of really annoying because they mess with expansion. But yeah, this is a pretty fucked expansion. Can this army hold and fire 50 dudes? I think we can take here. And I think that this army, if we're like, this is probably 100 barbs, like realistically, because last turn it was 80 barbs and now it's 140. But like, oh my gosh, that's so many fucking barbs. Yeah, my expansion is really suffering. Don't taste slingers, archers in white. I think we bid for the archers in white. And we're too broke to even do that. The archers... Yeah, and I guess another thing to say about Ulm is they have really good archers. They have 1 extra precision. They have extra strength. It doesn't really impact them shooting, but if you bless them with strength... Sorry, if you give them strength buffs, then it gives them 1 extra damage. And they're pretty good in melee. and they have pretty high movement. So like I actually like them quite a bit overall. Warrior Maidens are sadly not really worth... Wait, actually, Warrior Maidens are stealthy. I don't think I ever noticed that Warrior Maidens are stealthy. 12, 14... So, Steel Maidens are still good. It's just they've been receiving they received a nerf in Dominions 5, and they received another nerf in Dominion 6, and the nerf in Dominion 6 was an increased in 1 encumbrance, and it's just like, they're not bad, they're still good, but it's just like a really unfrustrating to see the best tools be repeatedly nerfed. Yeah, really frustrating. But what can you do? I'm actually going to send this second dude out site searching. Yeah, I'm site searching pretty early, but it's fine. I think this is kind of my only option, and I think these guys can take the troops. Oh, and let me actually start recruiting. This is something I've been failing at doing. You need to be recruiting in the provinces that you take over as Ulm to get enough production online. And I have no oh yeah, my population is gonna be slowly dying because I'm on a forest instead of a plains. Yay! I love capital terrain types. That's really annoying. I forgot about that. Yeah, just a lot of stuff kind of fucking sucks. But I'm still really hopeful about this game. Oh, I guess one last comment is now that we found Marvernia. And we found that they have the mother of monsters. The odds of them having a Hellbless are basically 100%. So we're going to need to be really careful about that. If she just bum rushes us, we're fine because of our Dominion spread. But we need to be very aware. And for Underground, we really want Silver Fangs. So yeah, we have no choice but to take this province. Could we do this? No. Okay. Can we do this? No. Okay. Yep, this is just, it's not the best, but it's kind of what we can do. This is not off to the best start, but you know, it's gonna be fine in the long run. It's gonna be fine. And our scout over here still hasn't found anyone, so... Oh, there's Ubar? Oh, this could also be Agartha. This could be Agartha. And if this is Agartha, then I'm going to aggressively expand in this direction. Yeah, because it shouldn't be Ubar, because that's a swamp. This is probably Agartha. And Agartha is going to be mostly underground, so I can hopefully nab some of his stuff. And that will be really, really nice. Really, really nice, actually. Alright, thank you guys for watching. And, yeah, I'm going to be trying to upload these, like, every other day. So, hopefully you guys stick around for my journey. Peace. And thank you for tuning in.